Isle of Man Ride on the Edge 3 has just been announced by Nikon to come out on sometime around March next year. And I thought you guys, as weirdo sim racing people like myself, might be quite interested in this. And also wanted to cover some thoughts about motorbike games and where I feel about them. I think it's an interesting conversation. And it's weird, actually, that there is quite a separation between racing simulators and motorbike games and motorbike simulators. Especially if you go back in the day, motorbike games and sims were really sort of in the same category as driving sims, back in the Atari days. Oh, God, old. So anyway, the Ride on the Edge 3 teaser trailer looks awesome. What we can see, it's 15 seconds, guys. I'll let it play through here. I'm going to reduce the sound. Go and watch it on their website if you want it with the audio. That's it. That was it, guys. Let's just pause it. So obviously that's the very famous street, road on the Isle of Man. The Isle of Man TT is insane. I can't believe the Isle of Man actually exists in reality. If you play the other Isle of Man TT bike games, you sort of know what to expect. If you watch Isle of Man TT, you know what to expect. But it does look, from this screenshot, or from this little video clip, it definitely looks like they're still using the same engine that they've used in the past. They probably they'll be using the same model. They might have brushed up a bit in terms of the Isle of Man. It's an absolutely glorious location, and potentially absolutely fantastic as a driving experience. But I think from my perspective, apart from arcadey motorbike games, there's not actually been a really decent realistic motorbike game that's really just felt right to drive. Though I did play the original Isle of Man TT bike game, and I did really quite enjoy it. Even though I think motorbikes are very hard to drive, especially the way they implemented a lot of these games, very awkward to drive, I did really enjoy just the experience because, let's face it, Isle of Man has a lot of grass and trees. And as you guys know, that is one of the most important parts of any video game. I mean, even within this short clip, this is almost instant buy for me. We've got different, look at these shrubs here, some flowers, different types of tree. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Absolutely glorious. They've gone over the top with motion blur, though, to make it seem even faster. I don't think you'll even need that. If you're going 100 plus miles an hour through a bloody road with brick walls next to you, you don't need motion blur to feel like you're going quickly. But yeah, I think so. The thing is, I am actually quite interested in this and quite excited to play it and see if there's been enough of a gap in development from this version and the first and the second version of the game. Always the sticking point for me, as I say, has always been the controls of the bikes. It's always felt like either super stiff or so easy that you can't actually navigate and balance the bike and really enjoy it, or they go in the sort of simulator direction where you can fall off the bike really easily, and it's got like quite realistic grip in many ways, or like rider position and load and brake and all has to be done, but then there's no force feedback or anything to really connect you to it, so it just turns into a sort of ultra memorization gameplay thing rather than it being a sort of feeling it out and enjoying the flow. Obviously, real motorbike racing and driving quickly does require a lot of memorisation. If you're going to drive around the Isle of Man, you better have memorised all the corners. I can't believe it's a thing that still happens in real life. I'm really glad it does. It's sad that people die doing this, but they've chosen to do it. Probably very irresponsible, especially if they've got families. I wouldn't do it if I had a family, but that's other people can do it, and that's up to them. So, yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But I'm looking forward to seeing how this is. As I say, maybe the real hope is that maybe they take advantage of the PlayStation 3 haptic controllers and the rumble that's on the PlayStation 3 controllers. So especially on the console side, and you can plug a PlayStation controller, PlayStation 5 controller, you can plug it into a PC. So maybe it would work with that, and that could really help. Maybe motorbike games could actually use a steering wheel in some way. Maybe there's some way that could be linked together to make it work. I don't know, but either way, mostly because of the grass and trees, this Isle of Man announcement is actually quite exciting. In terms of the platforms, obviously, I think this is, it's an IP tying game. They're probably going to be looking to get most of the sales on console. PS5, PS4, Xbox, Xbox One, and also PC. I do worry with the PS4 support there that, you know, when you've still got old console support, you kind of think, well, the game will be held back. You know, it's still going to. They have to compromise core things in the game to make it run on a PS4, and I think it's time for developers to move on. But I guess not that many people are excited about motorbikes. They should be, especially Isle of Man is again very niche, so they have to get as many sales as possible. So I get it, but yeah, what do you guys think? As SimRacers, what do you guys think of this? Are you interested in motorbike games? I honestly think a lot of sim racers genuinely want a motorbike game to play and would add it to their repertoire if they could, in the same way they do rally games, and the same way that some of us degenerates also like flights at anything that's a simulator. But I think motorbikes are actually a lot closer to driving sims, or could be. I think they want it, but I don't think a motorbike game recently has managed to appeal to that sim racing audience. But anyway, let me know what you think of this video. Appreciate everyone that watched it and got this far through it. Click that subscribe button, click the like button, drink too much tea. Let me know if you like these announcement videos. But until the next one, thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye, guys.